What's up to all you cinephiles out there? Today we are doing our Batman v Superman review, and this is not just a non-spoiler review. We're just going to go ahead and do a spoiler review because we have a lot to talk about.
Yep, a lot to talk about.
A lot. We both really like the movie.
This movie, just so you know, this is a positive review on the movie. We are going to touch on its negative points, but it didn't have a lot for us. And if you haven't seen the movie yet, please pause this video, go watch the movie, come back, play it again, and we'll watch our review.
Yeah, final warning. These are going to be spoilers
in
here. It's nice to see Bruce Wayne's point of view from Man of Steel. It's very action-packed. Him driving around and pretty much just doing badass driving.
I liked how they
destruction.
I liked how they transitioned into it. I liked the whole opening montage of his origin story because I thought it was kind of like they weren't trying to tell the origin story again. It was just a reminder, and it was just their way of showing it this time. And honestly, I thought it looked good. After the bats take him into the light, which is metaphorical, just so you know, it's a metaphor, it's a dream or whatever.
Yeah.
It says present day mankind is introduced to Superman, and I was like, I love that. I love those words. I love how it's like, this is where we're at now. And then he, not only did Bruce like run towards a falling building like we saw in the trailers, or save a little girl, or do any of that, or like we saw in that one Jeep preview commercial, him drive around falling buildings and stuff. He actually flew to Metropolis from Gotham just because of what was happening. He was like, get me on a chopper and get me over there. That was a great opening scene. My favorite part of it was whenever he has that little girl and he sees Superman and Zod flying back into the city, and he just holds the little girl close and he looks up to them like, you're gonna pay.
To me, the best part of the whole movie to me was obviously, of course, Batman.
Oh yes.
We get a very brutal, dark, even darker Batman. This is the Dark Knight Returns Batman.
Yes, it is, and that's what you all need to understand. All you people that are on board with the Christian Bale's Dark Knight Batman, like, oh, but you can't. He only has one rule: can't kill. You know what? That rule is out the window with this Batman. It's a very different Batman. He's older. He's a little mentally unstable. He sees Superman as a threat, and his goal is to kill Superman in the movie. Mm-hmm. So, by making Superman the exception, he goes ahead and says, you know what? I'm going to take things up a notch. I'm deeming it okay to kill when it's absolutely necessary. He's not becoming an all-out killer. All right? He's not like carrying guns on this person at all times, just mowing them down. Like he still does his usual thing. Tries to take them all down with his bare hands and his gadgets and stuff. It's just that, if he happens to kill one, it's whatever to him.
I think I've only seen it once so far, but I'm pretty sure it was either Bruce himself that says, we're all criminals at the end of the day or something like that.
Oh, yes. He refers himself as a criminal in the movie. So he's very much changed. You got to remember, this is Bruce Wayne. Like, he had in the movie, they said he had a 20-year-long career as Batman in Gotham. And he's doing things a little differently. He's branding people, which I thought was kind of cool. Yeah, like all you people out there, I just have this to say to you, all you Affleck haters, people who doubted this, I just say to you, eat those words, mother. Eat those words. I told you all, and you all know who you are out there, that this is going to be a great Batman, and it is. Everybody who hates this movie still agrees that Ben Affleck was a damn good Batman, and he is a good Batman. Warner Brothers even put their own word out there before the movie came out and said, guess what, people? We think he's the definitive Batman. That's our opinion. And we just gave him 3 solo films to direct and act in. So, boom. In your face. He's awesome. Y'all can all go suck it.
The way he fights is very Arkham Knight type fighting.
Oh, yes.
It's brutal, it's fast. You see him move.
You're not.
You see him use his gadgets.
There's no close-up shots like Christopher Nolan did, where you can't really tell what's going on. No, you see everything. He throws crates. That was the best part. he uses like devices to disable their guns like you can in the game, and I was like, I almost freaked out when I saw that. I was like, that's awesome. That's what he does in the game.
Yeah.
And it was really, really cool. And he was brutal. Like he just you can tell all those guys are anywhere from really, really effed up to like probably not going to walk again.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he stabbed a couple of them, but I don't know if he killed them. He probably killed the last two guys when he was trying to save Martha. But we know a few things about this Batman suit if you pay attention to the movie. One, his entire suit, including his cowl, is bulletproof. You can still penetrate with a knife. I think the cowl has to be too, but I guess his cape is fireproof. Because he just covered Martha.
Yeah.
And they survived the fire. So there's that. And I loved his armored suit that he used to fight Superman. Now, everybody knows in The Dark Knight Returns that this suit is powered somehow, and he can like lift things like Superman can. And he has the same kind of strength Superman does, kind of puts him on Superman's level to fight him. Now to everyone that's Mecha Batman. And that's somebody at Comic-Con said, so this is Mecha Batman. What do you have to say about that? And Snyder said this is not Mecha Batman. He does not have super strength inside that suit. That suit is just to buy him time. It's to protect him from whenever Superman tries to hurt him. And that's what the suit does. The suit is mainly just for protection. What he does in this movie is he is able to get a hold of kryptonite in the movie, and he weaponizes it, and he uses it against Superman. And it just temporarily takes away Superman's powers and makes him a normal man. And that's when Batman just kicks his ass. It was so funny. Like whenever, just the first time when he just like throws a punch and he's like, "Men are brave," and then he starts whooping him because Batman's a better fighter and Superman's just stronger. But with Superman weakened and on Batman's level, Batman's gonna mop the floor with him.
Yeah. And
then when Superman, that part where he like kept beating on him, but he was on the floor, and Kyle's like, he has realization. I think he felt his powers coming back because he actually took Batman and he threw him through the wall, which meant some of his powers had returned. And then Batman fought back, and he starts to bash his face in, and then it's like he's hitting metal. He's like, "Wait, oh crap!" And Superman's like, "What now?" And Batman was like, "Okay. Hang on." And then he just rises up and they go to the floor. That was awesome. Yeah. But Batman had he won that fight. That's the thing about this movie I love. There was no BS draw, tie, or anything. There was a winner. And Batman won. Batman won the fight. He was about to kill Superman until Lois came in and stopped him. But he had a well laid out plan. And he executed it, perfectly, I guess, or as well as he thought he was going to do.
Yeah.
And he did it. He took down Superman. He proved to everybody that Man of Steel can be taken out.
Also, I really did like Wonder Woman in this. Yeah, she did have a little bit less screen time than obviously Batman and Superman and everybody else. But her lines I thought were great. Her accent kind of came through at some points, but it was very hardly noticed. But all in all, I like her, and I'm excited for her solo film.
This movie got everyone excited for her solo film.
Yeah.
Whenever she shows up, she steals the show almost.
Yeah. That Doomsday fight.
Yeah, and like that opening, when they all finally are like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna team up and fight this thing. In the trailer, it was the part where is she with you? I thought she was with you. That part. Yeah, we all hated that trailer because it kind of like revealed too much, but still, just that part of the movie, the way they showed it, it was still cool because they showed it differently than when it was shown in the trailer.
Yeah.
Because she says, "I've killed monsters from other planets before," and they're like, "Oh,
no,
damn, she with you?" I thought she was with you. Wonder Woman kicked ass.
Yeah.
I loved how Wonder Woman, when she went down from Doomsday a couple times, that one time she went down, she smiled. She was like, "Oh yeah, this is fun," and I was like, "That's so Wonder Woman."
Yeah.
Her and Superman taking on Doomsday was awesome.
Yeah.
I loved the teamwork. It was really good.
I liked I really did like Jeremy Irons as Alfred.
Mm-hmm.
That was a cool, badass Alfred.
It was.
Um,
It sucks he wasn't in much of the movie. He was there when he needed to be.
Yeah.
But of course, there's a whole lot going on in the movie, so the main focus had to be kept on Batman and Superman.
and also, the Batmobile, I thought it was slick and sick.
Mm-hmm.
And awesome. I also liked the entrance. I think this entrance to the Batcave is the best entrance ever in a movie, because technically, it's hidden very well to where nobody can really get in.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike all the other ones where it's like in the Christopher Nolan movies, it's behind a waterfall.
Yeah.
So people who are just interested in exploring caves and stuff,
They can find it.
Yeah, would be like, oh man, oh sweet waterfall cave. And it's like, shit, this is Batman's lair. Oh my god,
No,
take
look at-
pictures.
Superman was there. I don't know what to say. He was there. He did his thing. He was cool. He saved people. He was doing he was doing
one of
Superman
the
stuff.
I
What?
guess is that
People didn't feel like Superman had much of a story in the movie.
yeah.
And you know what? That's fine, because they're just trying to set things up to where they showed how they're going to end up fighting. That's the whole thing with the movie. People get mad because there's not really a lot of character development. I don't know. I mean, I think Lex had some character development.
I
Just
think
a
he had
little
the
bit.
most character development out of all the other ones.
I mean, he was already kind of nutty to begin with, and then he goes on. I guess he went on full nutty at the end. I think that was the whole development. And a lot of people who were pissed about Lex Luthor's character, he's not the genius billionaire that we're all used to. He's based on an older version of Lex Luthor, who is apparently a mad scientist. So that's more.
He's
what they're
also
meant.
Alexander Luthor Jr. So
He's not
the son.
He's not technically Lex Luthor. He makes that clear in the first scene.
Yeah.
I thought Jesse Eisenberg was a very interesting character in the movie, and I would like to see him in future Batman and Superman films, because I'm sure he's an enemy of both now,
Yeah.
and I figure he's gonna be in both.
All right, so let's get into stuff that kind of ticked us, or just kind of was like, eh.
I have a big thing, because it was one of the scenes I was looking forward to most about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was that part where he goes to that courtroom building, the Capitol or whatever it was.
Yeah.
He goes to that building, and he's going to be basically not exactly put on trial, but he has to answer for stuff he's done. He has to come forth to the Senate and answer for things that he's done that they don't approve of. And I was really looking forward to that scene. I was really looking forward to people saying, what gives you the right to do this? Like, you have all this power. Why? And then he says, what am I... And I really wanted him to explain what happened in Metropolis and be like, I had to act. I'm sorry that, a building fell down. I'm sorry that, a lot of debris fell and a lot of people got hurt. I'm sorry, but it was for the greater good. And honestly, like, I was really hoping that lady would say something like, what do you think gives you the right to go out and do all this stuff? I was really hoping that to be a really big part of the movie, and Superman finally gets to let people know why he's here, maybe tell them a little bit about himself. I was hoping that would be, unrealistically, I was hoping it would be a 10-minute long scene, but it was probably only going to be like maybe 5 if I wanted to be. But no, it ended up being like just a 2-minute scene, because the place blows up.
Yeah.
And I was like, alright, I see what you're trying to do, but that's not what I wanted from that scene. And it was to frame Superman. I got it. And piss off Bruce Wayne even more, and kind of be like, alright, that's it. Final button, I'm doing this.
Basically, the fight scene between Batman and Superman, I really wish there was either one of two ways. I wish there were 2 fight scenes.
Mm-hmm.
One without the metal Batman suit.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, we kind of see a scene of where he kind of puts it all together, and it's all finished. And then we see the fight we seen in the movie, or do the whole thing, build up to that fight, but make the fight longer. I think a lot of people were expecting a 30 to 45 minute fight.
See, now,
Of Superman and Batman, but also talking, not just fighting and getting us battle fatigue, but also giving us some plot points or like some story along with it.
Man, I wanted a 15-minute fight at least, and
Yeah.
I was wanting a 20-minute long fight, but no, like they couldn't show that much. I guess maybe if you add in like maybe stuff that's cut out, it could probably like then when they cut away to show something else, like Lois getting there and everything, and then between all that, maybe it puts up to 12 minutes. But yeah, no, the fight scene. I agree. The fight scene was a little too short. I wish it was longer, but I still liked what was shown. I thought that was cool.
I'm gonna grab a mind later. I guess what you're thinking is just the way it was edited. It did seem like. You know, there could have been more to the story, and I get that's why we're getting a 3-hour director's cut of this movie, and hopefully that 3 hours director's cut will
much better.
Will be much better, and will explain
maybe
things.
it'll the critics will like it. Maybe critics will come out and they'll say, I know it won't be officially a theater thing, so they won't be able to post online like they usually can, but someone will come out and some critic will come out and be like, okay, it was much better than the theatrical cut.
As we're talking on Doomsday, I liked Doomsday as the fight progressed, because as he got hit with more energy, his bones or rocks, whatever you want to
call it. The born version of him was kind of like, he looked like a gray big baby of some kind.
He looked like
weird.
the cave troll from Lord of the Rings.
He did. He looked like an alien cave troll version of Lord. And then finally they added the bone structure to him. He looked more like Doomsday.
Yeah.
I wasn't they killed Doomsday in this movie, and they did what happened in the comics. Superman and Doomsday killed each other.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome scene. I liked how they did it. Creative, different. It was a great adapted version of it, and but like I understand how in the comics they just like they finally, their final blows on each other, they're done, and then they both just die of their wounds. It's just a big old fist fight. But this made sense. And this one, Doomsday is way too strong for all three of them, and they have to use the kryptonite spear. That was really cool. Like Wonder Woman held it with a lasso, and Batman hit it with the kryptonite gas, and then Superman comes in and just bam. And then at that part, it was when he told Lois, "I love you. This is my world. You are my world." And I was like, he's gonna kill himself. And I was like where you said you were thinking that still. I was like, okay, he's just gonna go in and stab him. It's gonna be over or whatever. But no, like, I saw Doomsday's his new bone thing.
Yeah.
I was like, well, as soon as he stabbed Superman, I was like, oh no, they did it. They killed both of them. Yes, I understand. I know the comics. Superman comes back. Superman's not dead. It was still a shock that they actually did it.
Because they did it so early.
Yeah, so early. And I know a lot of you fans didn't like it, but I'm sure they did it for a reason. And it looked really cool. You know?
It looked cool. And the reason they're going for is the fact that, well, now that Superman's gone, he was the most powerful out of them. Yeah. Batman's like, okay, remember those other metahumans that I showed you in that file? We need to go find them because Superman's dead. We need to form a team because I have a feeling something bigger is going to come.
So Batman's going to form the team together, and then the end of Dawn of Justice Part 1, Superman's going to come back. That's what I'm assuming. Flash's appearance in the movie, not just in the file video, Future Flash makes an appearance in the movie, and it was like the biggest WTF in the entire movie. Like, I was sitting there like, what the hell? I wanted to yell out, what was that? It's really cool, and at first we were like, who is that? Is it Flash? Second time you watch it, you know 100% it's Flash, because he's wearing red, he's covered in light. It makes sense, and we all know, those who know about Flash's story know that Flash can time travel. I liked Amy Adams in the movie. Lois had a kind of key role to play in the movie, and I thought that was good.
Kind of, I think.
Well, they used her.
I mean, they did, but it's just like, I think she could have also been out of the movie and still would have been the same result.
I don't think they could have afforded to keep her out of the movie since Superman. They were going to kill off Superman. They had to have her there for that. That was a big moment.
Yeah.
So,
But still, I mean, Martha Kent, Superman's mom, was more of a key role than I feel Lois was. Because Lois was more of a damsel in distress.
yeah, she was a little bit more. And I know that tends to be what she is in the movies, but what can you do?
I mean, I liked her in Man of Steel better than I did this one, but
I thought she did just fine in both.
that's just my thing.
I don't.
One
think
thing,
there's a lot
also,
of-
I feel like the Justice League cameos could have done better. Especially for Cyborg. All the other ones I was okay with. But I feel like it would have been a much more better impact if we had that as a post-credit scene and Batman was opening them, not Wonder Woman.
They should have had an end credit scene for the movie, whether it was that or
Something else.
because people said this was like an end credit scene built into the movie.
Yeah.
And they should have had that, and I'm fine with them putting that in the movie, but they should have had an end credit scene showing Darkseid or somebody, showing something. But I guess they just, didn't find the time to shoot that. Overall, movie was kind of choppy. It's really entertaining though. I'm a fan, and I would watch it again and again and again just because it's so effing cool how things are done. Superman flying Doomsday into space and everything, I thought that was awesome. Getting hit by the nuke and healed by the sun, I thought that was all great stuff to show. I hope in the R-rated version he's even more deformed, because I didn't think he was like deformed enough from the nuke. But I understand it's PG-13; they can't show too much deformity. Little kids are watching. But great movie. Love the performances. I'm gonna go see it at least 3 more times before it leaves theaters.
I'm going to say, if you haven't seen it yet, if you're still watching this video, or even if you've already seen it and you hate it, I would say go see it again, but lower your expectations. You can have your opinions. If you don't like it, then fine, you don't like it. I don't care.
Fine.
But, don't attack somebody who doesn't like it, and don't attack somebody who does like it. There's reasons why you don't like it. There's reasons why we love it, and stuff like that. So that's all. That's my soapbox thing that I have to say. But then again, it's just a matter of opinions, and it's not just fans versus critics. But so this is our review. These are our thoughts. Take it as you will. Comment down below what you thought of it. Did you like it? Did you hate it?
Yep.
Well, what do you want to see next for the future DCEU? Is what they're calling it.
Yep.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.
Ben Affleck's definitive Batman. Eat those words.
We're out.
We're out. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yes.
On the roof!
Ah! Ah!